Recently on Queen City Supers, our heroes went on a bit of an adventure. It started off as them attempting to prove that the prankster was being framed, and along the way they realized that a villain named Doppelganger recently escaped and was attempting to ruin pranksters' reputation by pretending to be them and then pull a bunch of very troublesome pranks. Took some time to put the pieces together, and then you managed to, with pranksters' help, lure Doppelganger out for a fight where you realized everything may not be as it seems with whatever Doppelganger's up to. And another fun fact, he has telepathy. Even as he is able to shift from form to form to form, he is able to communicate via telepathy, which is a bit unexpected.
Just throw that on the pile.
Just
It's
residual
fine.
from like constantly finding people who are telepathic and just kind of stuck.
It's fine.
I was gonna say probably helps them figure out like who has good powers that are worth stealing too.
So after the meeting and the debriefing, you all headed back to the Phoenix Roost to decompress and debrief. Though I will remind you, Madigan, that you have a project that you need to finish in time for a meeting tomorrow.
Oh shoot! I do, don't I? Dang it! I might need to call in sick.
Yeah, it's kind of just a little important for you to get this done, and probably doesn't have to be perfect, but you'll need something to show for the meeting if you would like to keep your current job. In the meantime, though, Kid Phoenix, what does the roost look like?
Oh gosh, I'm thinking. I'm trying to use like key signifiers of other superhero media. Like I think it's closer to the Fortress of Solitude sort of in terms of its setup. Like it's very Superman coded. The Phoenix has at some point gotten access to some alien technology that I think was used to like essentially graft the roost onto a building that already existed.
It's like a giant nest.
Yeah. It's sort of like, gosh, I'm trying to like, you know that like creepy thing that like attaches itself to the Fantastic Four tower when the Sentry comes back. It's sort of like that, but it's not creepy or sinister. It's just sort of like a big bird shape. But yeah, it's sort of like an abstract bird shape that is an alien vessel that was retrofitted to be the space. And I believe, if I recall correctly on my sheet, it has a powerful computer, healing equipment, and then art, music, and food. So more than anything else, it's a place for like the Phoenix and various Phoenix support staff can fix up injuries, research things that they need to research, and, you know, generally restore themselves a bit. I know I put difficult to access and location is known to many. It is literally a giant structure in the shape of an abstract bird.
It's like the Avengers headquarters.
Yeah, so like attached to a building, and it's difficult to access. It does only let you in if you have not like a signifier, but like if you have like if you're already coded into the system as being allowed in.
Yeah, the security on this thing is intense. You have to go through like 5 or 6 scans just before you get on the elevator, and then there's a couple of more, and if the system doesn't know you, it takes forever.
Yeah.
Am I the only one who's never been here?
Probably not. I don't think we've got... I don't like to come here after fighting crime with y'all because I'd rather just hang out.
I think Madigan's been there. Didn't we talk about that last time?
Yeah, Madigan has been there, I'm pretty sure, but this would be your first time here.
Oh. I'm very drained from that fight because I went very hard in that fight and everything we did before that, all the running around. But this is the Roost. This is such a big deal. And I am just like speedster vibrating and not even like trying to rein it in.
Yeah, this is probably one of the coolest moments of your life. Not quite on par with meeting Blitzfire in person. Maybe one day you'll catch back up with her. But this is amazing.
So as as my playbook is the beacon, I have drives, things that drive my character. One of them is travel to an incredible place.
Ah.
Would this count?
Yeah, this would absolutely count as you were going up the really, really long elevator ride to get to the roost, and every once in a while you like slow down for security scan and Phoenix just reaches over and pushes a button.
He's just bypassing all of the codes.
Felix says, sorry, we've had reasons to have to increase our security, and it's in place for a reason, but it does make some things very time consuming. Reaches over and pushes the button. Honestly, I forgot how annoying this entrance is.
No, safety's important. That's very smart to have it set up that way. And you can fly, so you don't ever have to use the elevator. That's fine.
That's part of the reason I didn't really ever think to invite you all, because it's just a lot of this.
It
And
really
then I push a button.
I did ask about adding a back entrance, but that kind of adds more problems than it solves.
First time I came here, it took like an hour.
Because we're right in the middle of the city. If a villain finds the back entrance, and it's a whole mess. So
Yeah, that's why I didn't do that and why I hired someone else to help with the design of this space.
I think someone just showed you a picture of the Death Star and said, like that, don't do that. And yeah, no, I'm inclined to agree.
At this point, he has his hand where his palm is on the button, so he doesn't have to keep reaching. He can just kind of, push as he goes. So, how are you guys doing? Is anyone injured? Does anyone need anything special to eat? I mean, we've got food and supplies, but what do you all need?
I thought I was picking up pizza. I thought I had picked up pizza.
Yeah, we can say you picked up pizza on the way.
Yeah, I got like 3 extra large pizzas, multiple different kinds, from the bar under my apartment, which is the best pizza in the city.
Even though I'm like smiling and kind of, bouncing, I am favoring one leg because I absolutely busted my knee on the doppelganger's skull. And it's like I'm wearing my little speedster suit, which has like, knee pads, and so I can feel it's very swollen. And also I can feel there's something wrong with my stomach and my chest from where I ran into the shadow hand when it was invisible. But you guys, so I'm I'm a little banged up, but all of that's going on. But I'm like,
No, I think we did really well. Like, I think everybody came out pretty okay. I mean, we got Doppelganger pretty good, though.
Yeah.
Felix just kind of reaches out with his other hand to help steady you as he notices you're favoring one leg to help you balance a bit better.
I definitely think for Marcus, he's still holding on to a little bit of that anger from the fight, and although like the fight was physically exhausting and like I accessed new different kinds of power, I think it's very much something where I'm kind of ignoring that and just focusing on the anger instead.
Yeah, you've got just a lot of built up frustration over a lot of things, and it's not going away. You just want someone to finally give you some answers.
Can Madigan notice that Marcus is still reeling from all that and just not doing okay?
Roll to pierce the mask.
Oh shoot. I guess I kind of need to get dice out, right? That would be handy.
Yeah, dice are just a little useful when playing a tabletop role-playing game. Just a little.
I have a really good mundane. I have full mundane, so this should be good. 8, 11.
Yeah, you read him like a book, and you get to ask 3 questions.
I don't even need to have him say anything. Can I just come over to him? I've got the pizza in one hand and just kind of put my arm over his shoulder, just be you just gotta breathe through it, my friend. We can talk it through later. And I like
Okay.
pull my arm away and like open the pizza, and it's like his favorite pizza right on top.
Oh gosh, you truly are too good to me. As a friend, as a confidant, as a pizza purveyor. I grab one and I just start like ripping into it.
Pizza cures all.
In the elevator.
I press the button that like bans unregistered pizzas, and I click it to pass through that.
Oh no, this is long registered. I've brought this pizza over many times.
I know. It should be, but like, I don't know. The system got really weird ever since the legally distinct not Noid attacked the Roost.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, I've got my tech person working on fixing all of those bugs so we can get a new upgrade, and she's gotten past most of them, like 3 of them, plus there's another one that I don't think she has.
Now that I'm thinking about the legally distinct not Noid, he's a criminal. Why didn't he just let himself be named the Noid?
Some people take copyright law really seriously.
Yeah, copyright and trademark stuff is annoying to get through. Believe me, I've dealt with it.
Yeah. No, a big part of it too is like he didn't really explain himself. He just kind of made noises and threw pizzas everywhere. So we still don't really have a motive.
Yeah, it was more like a performance art than crime, you know?
It's a crime against pizza.
It was. Oh, look, we're here. Ding.
Please don't make me vamp about the Noid any longer.
We can avoid the topic
like I
of the
will
Noid.
I will go into distinct Noid lore, especially about why they stopped using him.
We'll avoid the Noid. Let's.
Save that for the talkback
That's it.
episode.
That's the advertisement. It's avoid
Yeah.
the Noid.
Yeah, as you say that, the elevator comes to a stop, and there's another couple of scans before the door finally opens, and you see the Roost in front of you, and Felix says, yeah, I'll see about if there's some way we can shorten that, because it's ridiculous, but is there anything you all need? Med supplies, food? I can run and get something.
You've got the Phoenix healing packs. I could just, it's fine. It's just not anything serious, but yeah, I could take 1 or 2.
I'll get you taken care of.
Yeah, the adrenaline's like running out a bit, and she is like limping now.
Oh no.
The Phoenix leads you all into this very cozy looking little living room area. Gets you all settled on the couches. And I'll be right back. I'm gonna go grab those healing packs and some snacks and drinks. Just make yourselves at home, and I will be back in just a minute. And he leaves the 3 of you alone.
I plop
And
all the
he-
pizzas on the table.
He leaves, and I'm just like on my one good leg, low key, like spinning in the middle of the room, just looking at everything in here because it's the Roost, and it's just like, this is pretty cool, Marcus. That you just like live here. That's really cool.
I'm still mostly staying at the dorm. It's a lot to have to kind of make this your base. It kind of necessitates like full-time hero work.
Yeah. I imagine there is a giant, like, heroic portrait of the whole, the team.
Oh yeah, the whole family.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With a much younger Marcus.
Yeah,
pretty
with little
scruffy hair and
little
jacket.
Marcus.
Yeah.
This is like pre-leather jacket Marcus with the longer hair or
Yeah.
the shorter hair.
Yeah.
There is one of those, but it's in the living space that's set aside for more official formal visits. There's like 2 living rooms. There's the one that he uses for personal stuff with friends, and then the other business one. The 3 of you are currently in the personal living space, which is much more comfortable. It's a lot more normal, but in some of the pictures on the walls, you can definitely recognize some pretty well-known heroes outside of their costumes.
The fire brigade.
Yes.
Such a good name.
We really hit it out of the park with that one.
And there are definitely candid pictures of little Marcus.
Oh yeah, no. There's I'm trying to remember who we've established. We have Blazewing. We have Madam Magma.
Meteor Mite.
There we go. Meteor Mite. We have the Phoenix. There might be some other ones there. There's Old Man Hydrant, but he's like,
too, and,
yeah,
regular everyday clothes, but
yeah. No, Old Man Hydrant's retired, but he still like shows up for photo day.
They're not all just fire-based heroes. Felix knows people from all over, so there's pictures of people he's worked with before, people whose paths he crossed. There's also some international teams, one that he was invited to join at one point. He ended up having to turn them down, but they do still sometimes work together from time to time whenever they're in the area.
I guide her over to one of the big plush chairs.
Oh,
Sit down.
I'm fine.
Yeah. I just push her shoulders and get her into the chair.
Okay.
You're so strong. It's like
Gently push her. I'm not gonna boom
yeah.
force you in there. I'm just gonna a little bit forced, but gently get you into that chair and pull an ottoman up and put your foot onto it.
It just reminds me of that meme. It's like, wow, I weigh nothing to you, and it's like, yeah, like a couple of grapes.
When you're like, put your feet up. When I do go to put my leg up, it is just horrible grimace. It's like, oh, okay.
And it's on this super plush ottoman.
Yeah, we
a
gotta
really
keep
nice,
that elevated.
comfy pillow underneath
And I
it.
put my hand on my stomach because I'm not quite sure what happened there, but I'm just like, oh, okay.
Maybe, we did pretty well. I didn't even realize I got hit so hard. Wow.
Oof.
And we all did so good.
Yeah. There's a lot of questions I still have about everything there. Like why they didn't know who I was? Or everything about using this all as bait to get my dad out there?
Dude, what now?
They have telepathy, and I talked to them during the fight, which probably was dangerous, but it happened, and they didn't know who I was, and it was a ploy. All of the stuff they did, pretending to be prankster, was all to get the notice of my dad to pick him up, because they used to be a double agent or undercover, so it's potential that we defeated a bad guy who was a good guy who needed to keep the cover as a bad guy.
Bad guy. I need him in the face. Really hard.
Oh, don't feel bad about that.
Yeah, we had to defend ourselves. There was no we weren't going to be able to talk that situation through. Plus, we don't know what they would have done to Prankster. Although, I'm pretty sure Prankster works on Looney Tune logic, so I don't even know if Prankster can be hurt by mortal means.
I do kind of putting it together that, yes, it was a supervillain fight, but it was like a fake out supervillain. I do deflate just a little bit into the chair.
It's if they're a double agent and it had to look like a real fight, that was pretty real. That was...
Oh, yeah.
Marcus, you saw some of the forms that Doppelganger could have used. You know that fight could have gone a lot worse.
Hey, you know what I'm not going to do? Mention that.
Great.
Because then I'd have to explain my visions, and then I'd also have to explain that we were actually not as cool as we thought. So I will save our pride. Yeah, I will save our pride and not mention either of those things.
And to kind of hype myself back up again, I'm just like,
yeah, and you were using your telekinesis, and you did this, and you stopped him, and Madigan, you had him on the ground, and you pile drived,
and I'm just repeating everything we did. I guess to give us time for Felix to come back.
Meanwhile, Madigan, you know that you need to be working on that work project right now, but also you need answers, and you're exhausted, and you're starving, so you're scarfing down the pizza. There's you got a lot of different priorities competing right now.
Oh, yeah. I'm sitting there, I'm talking, but I'm, also tapping away at my tablet already.
I'm imagining, like, I'm just talking a mile a minute and just recounting everything that happened that y'all were there for, so we don't even need to, like, recount it. And at some point, you just walk over and hand me, like, a whole pizza.
Yeah. I got you your favorite pizza that's just plopped on your lap.
Pizza.
It's like extra large, full of cheese.
And then I'm just speedster eating pizza like a little squirrel.
But like really, really fast.
It's really fast.
So, Madigan, can you roll to unleash your powers as you are frantically trying to get this project finished on time, even though you're exhausted?
That would be a 6.
Yeah, it's not happening right now. No thoughts, head empty, brain is not working.
Just very frustrated.
It's taking a while because you keep running into an issue, and as you're trying to figure out what part of the code is wrong, you're trying every trick you could think of, you cannot find what the problem is. So you're just feeling really stuck when Felix comes back in. He's still got the suit on, but he's taken the mask off. He's got chips and cookies in one arm, and drinks, and a thing of medical supplies, and he just clears off the table and starts arranging everything. And he does toss some healing packs to Glider.
Have I seen the Phoenix without his mask on? I don't think I have.
No, and it's kind of weird.
Oh, so weird. So weird.
It's so weird. It's that same vibe of when you run into your teacher at a grocery store.
Yeah. They exist outside of the space that you are well known for seeing them in.
Yeah, they're wearing like shorts and a t-shirt and messy hair bun and no makeup.
Shooting glances at Marcus like I'm supposed to be seeing your dad with no mask on.
It's okay. I kind of point. I think we've established that we have rapport and that you're not like an evil like brain alien or something.
As far as we're aware.
Oh, I hope
Right,
not.
Right, but like I feel like we have fed you, evil brain alien version of you, a lethal amount of pizza. Or if you were an alien, because speedster eating.
Oh yeah, I couldn't stand up right now if I wanted to. Anyway,
Oh, okay, there we go.
yeah, I can't feel my foot really right now.
Yeah, I mean the healing packs will work. They just take a second to kind of kickstart.
You have been listening to Queen City Supers, a graveyard tape side story using the game Masks. Masks: A New Generation is a superhero role-playing game in which a team of young heroes fights villains, saves lives, and tries to figure out who they are. Featuring Caitlin as Madigan, aka Scarlet Sentinel, the Janus. Jess as Bethany Bertolucci, aka Glider, the Beacon. Ian as Marcus, aka Kid Phoenix, the Doomed. And Brianna Jean as the Keeper and Producer.